Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at Maui car rentals for late September 2025. And today is a bit baffling.
It really is. We're seeing prices that look like deep low season, super low.
Right, exactly. Prices seem stuck near their lowest levels all year. I mean, we saw $173 a week off airport. That's not typical for heading into fall, is it?
Not at all. Historically, prices should be starting to climb now, getting ready for that fall travel bump.
So our mission today is really to figure out, well, why this expected fall recovery seems delayed, and importantly, where the hidden value might be for you.
Absolutely. Looking at the data for September 21st bookings, that $173 off airport rate is the rock bottom. Even at the airport, OGG, it's only $255 a week.
That's still quite low for airport pickup.
It is. And having these sustained low prices, well, it signals that the market is really expecting travel numbers to stay weak deep into the fall season.
Which, as you said, really contradicts that typical early October price jump we used to see, before 2018.
Precisely. It points to an expectation of, frankly, a slow recovery continuing.
Okay, so if the overall market signal is weak, why are we seeing deals concentrated in, like, just one specific vehicle class?
Yeah, that's the interesting part. Jeeps. Jeeps are pretty much the only category showing a really significant discount this week.
How significant are we talking?
Well, budget has them for $339 a week. Now, compare that to the 52-week median price.
Which is sort of the typical price point over last year, right?
Exactly. Half the time it was higher, half lower. Jeeps are running a huge 36% below that median right now.
Wow. Any idea why just Jeeps?
The thinking is it's likely tied to maybe large stocks of these just sitting idle on the rental lots. We see Jeeps down 37% compared to this time last year. That's a big drop.
Okay, so Jeeps are a bargain, but it's not across the board, which, like you said, shows how sort of broken this market feels right now.
Definitely not across the board. Look at minivans and seven-seat SUVs.
Like the family haulers.
Those are actually more expensive than last year. Minivans are up 18%, and the big SUVs are up 14%.
So why are they bucking the trend? Is it just demand?
It seems to be a lingering effect from supply issues. Earlier in the summer, there was that big multi-week minivan safety recall, remember?
Oh, right. That took a lot of vehicles offline.
It did. And even though supply is mostly back, it seems the residual effect, maybe pent-up demand, is keeping prices for those larger vehicles kind of artificially inflated.
Okay, so that makes strategy tricky. Let's talk airport versus off-airport. Usually we tell people, check off airport first for savings, lower taxes, fewer fees.
That was the standard advice. Lower taxes, no convenience premium. But that whole pattern got seriously disrupted after the Lahaina wildfires last August.
So it's inconsistent now.
Absolutely inconsistent. If you look at the long-term data, the 52-week medians, it varies wildly.
Okay, give us some examples.
Sure. For some cars, off-airport is still cheaper. Minivans, about 30% cheaper off-airport on average over the year. Economy cars, around 18% cheaper.
So the old rule still applies there.
For those, yes. But then you look at Jeeps, convertibles, and those seven-seat SUVs.
The ones that are generally pricier anyway.
Right. And for those, booking off-airport is often significantly more expensive. A seven-seat SUV can be almost 40% more expensive off-airport based on that median data.
40% more, wow.
And here's the real kicker. For those three categories, Jeeps, convertibles, seven-seaters, quite often, there's just zero availability off-airport. You have to book at OGG.
So you might not even have the choice. Okay, let's shift to timing. We've seen a pattern since, mid-February, where booking last minute, like one day or 1 week out, was often cheaper than booking 5 weeks ahead.
Yes, that's been a frequent observation. Counterintuitive, but true.
But this week, that flipped.
It seems to have, yes. This week, the last-minute price is actually slightly higher than the advance price. It's not a huge difference, but it's changed.
What could that mean?
Well, it could be the very first tiny signal. The first hint that this long period of low-season pricing, this post-disaster pricing, might finally be starting to transition. We might be seeing the beginning of firmer fall pricing.
So the window for those absolute rock-bottom deals might be closing.
It's possible. We need to watch it over the next few weeks, but yeah, this could be the pivot.
Okay, putting this all in the bigger Hawaii picture, Maui is currently the cheapest island for car rentals, right?
It is, and it has been for 20 of the last 25 weeks. That $173 weekly off-airport rate we mentioned, that's the lowest anywhere in the state right now.
And that sustained low price level really underscores the broader story here, doesn't it? The slow recovery of tourism after the wildfire disaster.
It absolutely does. The rental car pricing is acting like a barometer for visitor numbers.
So let's wrap this up. What are the key takeaways for someone booking now or soon?
Okay, so late September is definitely prime shoulder season. You've got this temporary glut of discounted Jeeps, which is unusual, but booking requires some careful navigation.
You really have to compare airport and off-airport.
You absolutely must. The old rules about off-airport savings are broken for certain vehicle types. It completely depends on what kind of car you need. Check both.
And be aware that for some popular types, off-airport might not even be an option, or it could be much more expensive.
Precisely. Check availability and price at both locations.
All right, so here's something to think about as we finish. The entire pricing structure we've discussed, the low overall rates, the delayed fall increase, that weird Jeep surplus, it's all tied directly to Maui's wider economic recovery post-disaster.
Just a direct reflection.
So if these low rental prices are a clear sign of weak travel numbers continuing, what other indicators, maybe outside of tourism, might signal that Maui's overall economy and visitor numbers are finally starting to get back closer to historical norms? Something to ponder.